transforming text into the audio realm.
Harmonic Wave, transforming text into the audio realm.
Harmonic Wave, transforming text into the audio realm. Our programs are produced entirely in the USA and read by professional narrators who are compensated for their services at prevailing union rates. We hope you enjoy this program.
Mrs. Wiggs of the Cabbage Patch by Alice Caldwell Hegan. This little story is lovingly dedicated to my mother, who for years has been the good angel of the Cabbage Patch. Chapter 1. Mrs. Wiggs' Philosophy. In the mud and scum of things, something always, always sings. My, but it's nice and cold this morning. The thermometers done fell up to 0. Mrs. Wiggs made the statement as cheerfully as if her elbows were not sticking out through the boy's coat that she wore, or her teeth chattering in her head like a pair of castanets. But then Mrs. Wiggs was a philosopher, and the sum and substance of her philosophy lay in keeping the dust off her rose-colored spectacles. When Mr. Wiggs traveled to eternity by the alcohol route, she buried his faults with him, and for want of better virtues to extol, she always laid stress on the fine hand he wrote. It was the same way when their little country home burned, and she had to come to the city to seek work. Her one comment was, "Thank God it was the pig instead of the baby that was burned." So, this bleak morning in December, she pinned the bedclothes around the children and made them sit up close to the stove, while she pasted brown paper over the broken window pane and made sprightly comments on the change in the weather. The Wiggses lived in the Cabbage Patch. It was not a real cabbage patch, but a queer neighborhood, where ramshackle cottages played hopscotch over the railroad tracks. There were no streets, so when a new house was built, the owner faced...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?